Hello children, we are in the third chapter, Atoms and Molecule. We are almost at the end of the chapter, right? So, in the previous video, we learnt about mole, right? So, what is mole? 1 mole of anything is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 particles. Now, these particles can be either in the form of atoms, molecules, or ions, right? And this number, it has a special name. It is called as Avogadro's number, right? Because the scientist, Avogadro scientist, gave this number. So this number is named after the scientist Avogadro. So today in this video, again we'll continue with mole and we will solve few numericals based on mole. Okay children, so let's get started. Now, if I buy 1 dozen of apple, right? So I should get how many apples? I should get 12 apples. If I buy 1 dozen of pineapples, right? So I should get 12 pineapples. Now, what about their mass? Now, when I say 1 dozen, the number remains constant, that is 12. But what about the mass of apples and pineapple? Will it be equal? No, right? So, I can say the mass of apple will be around 5 kg and the mass of pineapple will be around 10 kg. So, you can see that dozen represents a fixed number, but the mass of these substances are not equal, right? The mass will depend on that particular substance. Now, same thing is applied to understand mole, right? Now, when I say 1 mole of hydrogen atom, so how many atoms it will contain? Definitely you know it will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to hydrogen atoms, right? Now if I say I have 1 mole of oxygen, so it will contain how many atoms? It will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 oxygen atoms. If I say I have 1 mole of nitrogen, so it will contain how many atoms? It will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 nitrogen atoms, right? So you can see when I say 1 mole, the number is fixed, 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. But what about their mass? Will the mass of hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen equal? No, it will not be equal. So 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 hydrogen atoms will contain, the mass will be 1 gram because the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Same way 1 mole of oxygen, the mass will be around 16 gram because atomic mass of oxygen is 16. 1 mole of nitrogen, the mass will be 14 gram. Okay. Now children, you can see that this mass, okay, it is represented in gram, right? We have 1 gram, we have 16 gram, we have 14 gram. It is all represented in gram. And such kind of mass is called as molar mass. So, molar mass is defined as the atomic mass or molecular mass of substances expressed in terms of gram. In simple words, when atomic mass or molecular mass, when they are expressed in grams, it is called as molar mass. Or you can define it as mass of 1 mole of a substance. So 1 mole of hydrogen, the mass will be 1 gram, and that is called as molar mass. Okay. Now let us take example of nitric acid, that is HNO3. Now 1 mole of nitric acid, it will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of nitric acid. So what will be the mass? Okay, we have to find the molar mass of nitric acid. You can see here the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Atomic mass of nitrogen is 14. And atomic mass of oxygen is 16. But over here we have 3 oxygen atoms. So 16 multiplied by 3. So when we solve this, we get the answer as 63 gram. So the molar mass of nitric acid is 63 gram. One more example. I have 1 mole of hydrogen molecule. Can say it is written as H2. Okay. So 1 mole of hydrogen molecule will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of hydrogen. So what will be its mass? We'll find the molar mass. We know the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. But over here we have 2 atoms. So 1 multiplied by 2 will give me 2 grams. Easy. Let us take one more example. 1 mole of nitrogen molecule. It will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of nitrogen. So now let us find the mass. For that we will calculate the molar mass. Now we know atomic mass of nitrogen is 14. Over here we have 2 atoms of nitrogen. So 14 multiplied by 2 will give me the answer, that is 28 gram. Okay, so the molar mass of nitrogen molecule is 28 gram. Now 1 mole of O3. Now O3 means what, children? It means ozone. Okay, so 1 mole of ozone will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of ozone. And the mass will be, we know atomic mass of oxygen is 16. And over here there are 3 atoms. So what we will do? 16 multiplied by 3. And that will give me the answer as 48 gram. So the molar mass of ozone is 48 gram. Now children, I know when I take 1 dozen of mango, I will get 12 mangoes, right? So if I take 2 dozen of mangoes, so how many mangoes I should get? What I will do? I will multiply by 2. So 2 multiplied by 12 will give me the number. Okay. Same thing is applied for mole. When I say 1 mole of hydrogen, so it will have 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 hydrogen atoms. So 2 mole of hydrogen will have how many atoms? We'll multiply by 2. Now if I say 5 mole of hydrogen, we'll multiply by 5. Okay. Now there is a relationship between mole, Avogadro number and mass. Okay. So you can see the mole, it forms a bridge between mass and quantity, right? So 1 mole of any particle, the particle can be atom, it can be molecule, it can be ion. So it forms a bridge between mass, that is atomic mass or molecular mass or formula unit mass in gram. And even that 1 mole, it forms a bridge between the quantity, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of that particle. So this is a relationship between mole, Avogadro number and mass. Let us see one example. I have hydrogen. So 1 mole of hydrogen atom, it means it contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 hydrogen atoms, and the mass, it will be equal to 1 gram because mass is 1 gram. Okay. Now using all these things, whatever we have learned so far, we will now start with the numericals. Now over here you can find some initials given. These all initials are required for solving the numerical. Now over here, small n, it indicates number of moles. Small m, it indicates given mass. Capital M indicates molar mass. Capital N indicates number of particles, that is number of atoms or number of molecules or number of ions. And N0, okay, N0, it means Avogadro number of particles. Is it clear? So let us start with the first numerical. Now the first one, read carefully. Calculate the number of oxygen atoms in 1 mole of O2, that is oxygen molecule. So what we have to do? We have to calculate oxygen atom in 1 mole of O2, that is oxygen molecule. Molecule is given, from that you have to calculate number of oxygen atom. Fine. Now can you tell me what is given? Definitely 1 mole of O2. Now we know 1 mole of oxygen molecule contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. Now 1 molecule of oxygen, it contains 2 atoms of oxygen, correct? So how much will 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of oxygen contain? That you have to find out. So what we will do? Simple, we will cross multiply. So as we cross multiply, 2 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So as we solve it, we get the answer as 12.044 into 10 raised to 23 oxygen atoms. Is it clear? Easy. So in this way, you'll calculate the number of oxygen atoms present in 1 mole of oxygen molecule. Easy. Fine. Now I'll go to the next sum. Now read the sum. If 1 mole of carbon atom weighs 12 gram, what is the mass of 1 atom of carbon? And that mass you have to express in terms of gram. Okay. So what you have to find out? You have to find out the mass of 1 atom of carbon. So to find mass of 1 atom of carbon, what is given? We know mass, that is 12 gram, right? So mass of 1 mole of carbon atom is 12 gram. And we know 1 mole of carbon atom contains how many atoms? It contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Right. So can I say mass of 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of carbon is 12. Right. So we know the mass. So now we can find the mass of 1 atom of carbon. So what are we going to do? Multiply. Cross multiply. 12 into 1 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of carbon. So when we divide, we'll get the answer 1.993 into 10 raised to 23 gram. Okay, so this is the mass of one atom of carbon. Easy. Okay, so you have to read the question carefully, what is given and how to find out. Now let's jump to the third one. A third one, what we have to do, we have to calculate the number of moles. Now what is given? 52 gram of helium. So it is 52 grams, so I know it is mass. So from mass you have to find out mole. Clear? So what is given? Mass is given mass, that is small m, 52 gram. Now for this, the formula, that is to find the number of moles, the formula is number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. We know given mass, that is small m, 52 grams. We don't know molar mass. Now what is molar mass? I said the atomic mass or molecular mass is molar mass. Atomic mass of helium is 4U. Now when it is expressed in gram, it becomes molar mass. So the molar mass of helium is 4 gram. Right? So now we know given mass, we know molar mass. So substitute. So it will be 52 upon 4. So when we divide it, we get the answer as 13 moles. Easy, right? We'll jump to the next one. Now over here, see, each and every question is different. In this, you have to calculate the number of moles. Now what is given? 12.044 into 10 raised to 23 number of helium atoms. So what is given? I can say the particles, right? Number of atom is given, and from that number of atom you have to find mole. So first of all, what is given? The number of particles, that is capital N, is given. It is 12.044 into 10 raised to 23. We have to find the number of moles. The formula is number of moles is equal to given number of particles upon Avogadro number. Okay, so the number of moles, the initial is small n, given number of particle is capital N, and Avogadro number is represented by NO, okay, N naught. Now over here we know the value of capital N, we know Avogadro number, right? So substitute 12.044 into 10 raised to 23 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So over here what we can do? We can cancel 10 raised to 23, 10 raised to 23 and then divide. So when you divide, you get the answer as 2 moles. Fine? Super easy. I will go to the next sum, that is fifth one. Now over here, what we have to find out? We have to calculate the mass. Calculate the mass of the following. 0.5 mole of nitrogen atom is given. So mole is given. From mole, we have to calculate the mass. So let's see how to do. Now what is given? Number of moles, that is small n. It is equal to 0.5. Now the formula for finding mass is equal to molar mass into number of moles. Now children, we know number of moles. We have to find molar mass. Now how to find molar mass? We know the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14, right? So when I express that 14 in gram, it becomes 14 gram, and that is our molar mass. Now we know molar mass, we know number of molecules, so substitute. So it is 14 multiplied by 0.5. So when we multiply, we get the answer as 7 gram. Okay, easy. Now sixth one. Again over here we have to calculate the mass. But over here what is given? 3.011 into 10 raised to 23 number of nitrogen atom. In the previous sum what was given? Mole was given, and from mole we have to find out the mass. Now in this sum what is given? Number, that is capital N, right? Number of particle is given, and from that we have to find out mass. So we know capital N is given as 3.011 into 10 raised to 23. Now the formula for finding mass is molar mass into number of moles. Now over here we don't know number of moles, right? What we know is only capital N, that is number of particle. So first what we will do? First we will find number of moles. Now to find number of moles, the formula is given number of particles upon Avogadro number. We know given number of particle 3.011. We know Avogadro number, easy. So substitute the value. 3.011 into 10 raised to 23 divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So now over here what we can do? We can cancel 10 raised to 23, 10 raised to 23 and divide. So when we divide, just cancel it, do not divide it. We will do it further. So now we got number of moles. So we will apply the formula. Mass is equal to number of moles into molar mass. We know molar mass, right? Mass of atomic mass of nitrogen is 14. So we know molar mass. We just now found out number of moles. Put the values. Okay, so when we divide this, we'll get 0.5. So the mass is 7 gram. Okay, I hope children you have understood this numericals. Now in the next video, again we will solve few more numericals which are based on mole. Okay, so practice this numericals at home. I hope you have understood, children. Thank you.